Hey, what's up, guys? This is DJ. We got some new and updated mods to take a look at for Farm Sim 22 today. Finally, new mods are out. For all platforms, we have 8 new and 10 updates, and PC Max got 6 updates. Total, that's 24 mods that dropped today. In today's video, show you all the new ones, plus customization, and we will review every mod that got an update. And a heads up, I'm gonna talk about the Valley of the Old Farm a lot. Let's do it! Starting off today with new ones for all platforms that we have, I think it's probably maybe my favorite, tied for favorite mod ever. The Valley of the Old Farm from Black Sheep Modding. This is a map that my channel started with back in Farming Simulator 17. We got another version in 19, and now Farm Sim 22 has it as well. I'm super excited to see this, and hopefully you guys are as well. Let's talk about it. So it's an European-style fictitious map with 43 fields, crops, meadows, all kinds of stuff, 18 purchasable forestry plots, and you can choose between cereal crops and livestock. We have a cattle farm, sheep farm, and pigs on here as well, plenty of forestry. You may even remember Mr. Silly P did a massive forestry bit on here. Pretty crazy. He did a really good job with that. I can't wait to see what he does with this. The new installment also has a market garden production in the center of the city. We're going to head down there. Here you've got new vegetables, melons, and lettuce right there. The farm needs a dynamic new owner to get going again, and there will be no shortage of work. So let's take a look at the farmyard itself. We do have auto, I don't want to say auto loading for bales, but that new bale script, well, it happens up top. We've also got still the walkway all the way towards the back. Man, back in Farm Sim 17 playing on Xbox One, that was something else. Let me tell you what. All kinds of stuff through here. Everything that you would expect. Silo is going to be under here. And flying out, we have our cattle farm right here. We also have sheep, which are over here on the right-hand side, if you didn't know. Plus, we have all of our fields around. Speaking of fields, what do we get? Well, we are down here. Actually, not in the center, but to the bottom right. This is where everything is that we have. We start off with Farmland 94, which is going to be just your main farm. And then from there, you could buy fields. So we have Field 62, or Farmland 62, and Field 52, or Farmland 52. Thank you, Black Sheep Modding, for making those match. You guys freaking rock. We also have the pig farm as well, which includes a field, by the way. Speaking of fields, that one's ready to harvest, and this one's ready to harvest. So, not everything, but a little bit, a little baby bit right there. Speaking of those pigs, this farm right here has probably been one of the most dynamic and changing places on the map since its inception. So I'm curious to see what this looks like, and it reminds me a whole lot of Farming Simulator 17. In 19, this was changed up a bit, but you know what? Not bad. Not bad. Yes, sir. I could probably go on, and I may even have having to do a map tour on this map. It's definitely incredible and probably going to be the series that I do after Edgewater. So be ready for that. Nonetheless, let's take a look at a couple areas, buyable plots, see what our pricing is going to be. We'll start with $400,000. Missed opportunity there, but hey, it is what it is. You can see we've got all these trails in the woods. Now, this area right here, which is not terrible, $268,000. This area, which is a little bit smaller, $390,000. So if you get forestry areas, it's actually going to be less money. You can make money off of the wood, and then you can make your own field, which is kind of sweet. That's pretty cool indeed. As far as everything else, of course, we have production chains all around. We got your BGA at the top left-hand corner. All types of fields that can be plowed together and made into your own. Now, there's another feature that was added with the Farming Simulator 19 version that I'm curious about. There was a feature, yes, this thing right here. I'm going to go ahead and slow down and drop myself down. What button? What button did I hit? There we go. All right, we're good. Let's bring up the help window because I want to see this. So remove fence. So this was a feature on a lot of fields where you could add or take away the fence. So show fence, there we go. We'll come through here. There was definitely another one down at the bottom somewhere. Let's see if we can find that. Boop, run up. So we've got a fence here, but that's for our animals. This is it right here, and I believe the trigger was down here. Yeah, oh, it's in the same place. So you can just boop, make it appear, Make it disappear. How cool is that? All right, tractors, we need to move on. We've got our medium tractors, the John Deere 7810 and the Massey 3670. We have our Deutz top line of combine harvester. We got a pickup truck. We've also got the trailer, header trailer, plow, cultivator. We got a power harrow, which goes with our seeder, a low loader, which is nice, header trailer, and a weight. This is an absolutely incredible map. It's up there, man. It's a pretty hard tie between this and Lone Oak for me. Really is. But we've been told we probably won't be getting Lone Oak Farm Sim 22, so guess what? Hey, I'll take this over that any day. But I want both of them. You know what I mean. Let's move on. One of the most anticipated vehicles of Farming Simulator 22 was the Prinoth Leitwolf Agri-Power, and HR Force has turned it around and done some really, really wild stuff with this. So let's take a look at it. First off, we have the vehicle itself. We've also got a standard leveler, and then we have the Leveler Pro. We will get into the differences between these very, very soon. Let's start with the vehicle itself. How's about that? 435 horsepower variable transmission, 217 liters of fuel, 14 miles an hour. Could go with 114, but we'll take 14 at 10 tons. We've also got engine setups of the Leitwolf Agri-Power, which is 435. We have a 672 as well, so that is nice. Window tinting, yes or no. There's nothing in the middle. We do have beacon options, a couple different ones through there. They've just added the extra beacons. I like the clear one, so that's what I'm going to go with. Main color. So this is going to be the color around the main bit of it. I'm going to go with green 2, a.k.a. Toothpaste Tractor. Yeah. Actually, there's another one down here. Oh, yeah, that's not it. Let's go back up. Interior colors. I'm going to go with Oof Blue. Very nice. We also have a decal color. Now, I think this is going to be the decal along the side. We're going to go with orange here. It also changes up the second wheel there, too. So, neat. Air conditioner color. I'm going to go with bright red so I can see where that is. Actually, you know what? We're just going with pink. Oh, that's the crawler track. Where's the air conditioner? Darn it. It's at the top. There we go. Yeah, actually, pink for the crawler track. Doesn't look too bad. That black on pink. Yo, that's an epic color spot right there. And that is it. We got our 3-point on the back. We've got our hookup for the leveler on the front. So the levelers, what do we got there? Well, they're 5 meters across, and we've got different color options. So that is cool. Different stuff. Nice. So what is the difference here? Well, our standard one has a sliding function, and materials recording are always aligned horizontally to the world. There's also a straight surface. It can push everything and everywhere. Okay. Then we have the Pro version. Wings are separately controllable, also affects the sliding width. If the leveler is placed at an angle, an included plane is also created, which requires constant correction of position, can push everything everywhere. So this one's going to be a little bit more, you need to do things yourself, whereas this one is easy. Next up, we have the truck-mounted spreader, and it's not a truck-mounted spreader, it's a truck with a mounted spreader is what it is. It's the MAN TGS, or the MAN, I apologize, TGS 18500 4x4. So we've got that. Extensions, we can throw a couple of extensions on there. So we go from 9,000, 11,000, and 14,000. So it's not probably going to be your first choice for doing things, but hey, you can do it if you want to. This will do solid fertilizer and lime. We got 500 horsepower, manual transmission, 400 liters, 49 miles an hour, 8.4 tons, 36 meters spread at 18 miles an hour for the max work speed. It's pretty good. Wheel options from Trelleborg, Continental BKT. We can change a few of these up, which is nice, but we've got those Trelleborg wide tires. I like those. Spreading system, we have the spreading disc, and we also have a 6-meter spreading unit. This will bump that up to 48 meters total if you want it to. Main color, we've got the different main colors for the truck itself. Design color, that's going to be for the spreader. And rim color, well, our brim colors. We do have a license plate with this. Next, we got a cultivator. This one's a front cultivator, though, so don't get the pitchforks out just yet. Goodness gracious. 3 meters at 7 miles per hour. 45 horsepower. Not a whole lot to it. Next up, we got a mower. This is the RC mower, and I think somebody in my Discord made the joke that it doesn't look like it's remote controlled, but it's the branding, I guess. I don't know. We've got 50 horsepower required. Such a stupid joke. 2 meters at 13 miles an hour. Configuration, we got new and old. That old is basically just a livery on there and doesn't change much, it doesn't look like. However, I do like that we have that option. I think a lot more people are going to go with this than a new one. Oh, come on. What is going on? Next up, we have the K brand. You can't make me say it. The Accura 1600. No customization options on this. It is just a fertilizer spreader only, no lime with this, but I'm not sure you would want to put lime in here. 1,600 liters, 36 meters to 12 miles an hour. Solid fertilizer is about the only thing that I would put through there. Your next to last new one for all platforms are steel road plates, and these are actually kind of nice because they're using the fence setup, which is super cool. So if we come in here, we've got this, and we have the steel road plates, and I can either select to hook on to an existing one or do all this kinds of stuff right here. We could make them cross over if we really want to. It's a cool setup, man. And it even kind of stops when it gets to the edge of another one. Boop, just like so. That way you can say like, hey, do you really want to do this? You sure you want to do this? Yeah. It's awesome. And then they should be able to delete just as easy as they do. However, they are deleted in these little chunks right here. So very small little rectangles. And lastly, we got the home weight. You can use this as a front or a rear weight. Not quite sure. All weights you can use as a front or rear weight, actually. So there you go. And then you've got the main color itself. I love how they put turquoise instead of toothpaste. We know what color that is. You can't fool us. All right, making our way over to some mod updates for all platforms, and we have a big one. The Swather Pack from BC Bueller Farms. This is version 1.1.1. They've added a new Draper header for swathing-enabled maps or for use with a swathing add-on to remove grass swathing, so that is great. They've removed the transport that was broken by a game update, tweaked the lift height of the Draper headers to make using ordinary header trailers easier and possible, by the way. New turf tires with improved appearance and reduced file size, and new normal textures for all vehicles. I've actually been using this update on Edgewater for the past like 2 weeks or something like that, so if you've been watching that series, you're good to go. We'll take a look at a couple screenshots real quick, see if they've added anything extra, so you can see it here with the header being put on a header trailer, and yeah, that's about it. Next up, we have the CLAAS Jaguar A2880. This is version 1.0.1. Added the RU350 header, 3D model adjustments, added choice of beacons, taillights, and reflectors, and fixed various small errors. Next is a neat one, the Tractor K700 version 1.002. Corrected all tractor lights, fixed the rear working light, corrected all sounds of the tractor, and added some new sounds for transmission and hydraulics, corrected the display of the wire to the fan and the cable, on consoles, manual trailer adjustments, door and window openers now work, reworked the PTO animation, completely new tractor specs, added tractor color configuration sets and manual painting, added tractor design configs, added tractor extensions, so safety frame and fenders as well as mud guards, added tractor driver seating animations, more realistic inner camera, wider tractor tires have been added. We had the K700A and the 701s, improved factory standard tires, and added language support for, well, a lot of stuff. Huge update, man, oh man. Next up, one of my favorite tractors in the game, the new Holland T8 US and EU from Blue Ogden Modding. This is version 101. EU version model has been added, small mistakes have been fixed, front grills have been re-edited, configuration prices have been re-edited, exhaust color options have been added, and rim color is optional in all configurations now. Next, we have an update to the Schlüter 2500 VL. This is version 1.2. Air horn is now optional, rear view camera has been added, swivel seat has been installed, and maximum speed up to 41 kilometers per hour. Nice. Next up, the MAAG pack from SMI Modding Team version 1.2.5. Fixed the roller function of the MAAG Kills. Next up, the transport body swap from HR Forced. Can't have a mod video without them. This is version 1001. Control group body position is now permanently active, and the mod name has changed. Next from Omatana, we have the farm production mod version 1.1. A build trigger for cotton has been added. In the production of flour, bread, and oils, pig food is produced as a residual product if the input quantity is greater than the output quantity. That's interesting, and if you don't need pig food, you could set it to selling and earn extra money. Next, we have the Bavarian Houses version 1.1. House has been replaced by a house of the same size for $150,000. They could see See picture one. Plaster of the house is now brighter, and new snow roofs on the house. What's a snoo? I have no idea. Take a look at the screenshots. This is the one that is on there now. And lastly, we have an update to the small Hörmann garage, including warehouse version 1011. Fixed missing color selection for metal warehouse and added bought with farmland attribute. And a quick heads up, we also got an update to Galgenberg as well from Yogi. This is version 1.001, increased mod description version and fixed terrain shader. There is a bit of a problem with terrain shaders on some maps right now, so you may jump into a map and be like, oh, this ain't right. I'm going to see if I can get some gameplay for that later today, post a short, something like that. Nonetheless, yeah, we got an update here, and we're probably going to see a bunch of map updates coming throughout the day, so just be ready for that. And lastly, today, we do have some updates for PC and Mac players. First is the Landersum map version 1.2.0.1, a crease mod description version, and fix the terrain shader. This is an interesting one. The Lizard Hose Spreader 9000, well, it's version 1001, console release, but it still shows as PC and Mac only. I don't know how to, Yep, I don't know. Here's a helpful update. The target fill level version 2. Use custom fill type for target vehicles and display is now implemented for all vehicles with a pipe. Next up, the construction light version 1001. Bug fix, light does not turn off when rotating or moving the cursor of the menu. And another bug fix, the game no longer freezes when the light is turned on for the first time. Here's a tough mod for me to swallow. No teleport version 101. Created compatibility with the Follow Me mod. Oh boy. And lastly, we have the sell price trigger update version 1214, small GUI fix. Well guys, that is it for this one. Drop a like on it if you liked it. Get subscribed if you're new and join the DjGoHam fam. Double check your notification bells. You guys know the drill. Today is patch day, so make sure you guys update your games. Other than that, just hope you have a good one, and we'll see you later. Peace.